Hey peeps, Pinkolol16 here and another video of Starman3's to commentate over. We're up to Starman3 visits the 4th dimension. A lot of the comments now at the time of this recording are commenting on how much this video sucks. Yeah. It's so bad to the point that the ratings are disabled. You can't even like or dislike the video at all. And that's going to become a thing with a lot more of these recent videos where the disabling of the like-dislike bar becomes way more apparent as they're more recent and they're videos that, oh dear, no one can have an opinion on my videos except maybe they're awesome and all that. Basically, all he wants for his videos is endless praise, and any criticism he receives, he's just going to toss out the window because that shouldn't matter. Anything to improve him is just completely thrown out the window. So why do I even bother commentating over these? Because these are the problems that his videos have, and the problems that people are completely blind to and that don't understand these problems. I mean, 19,000 people are still subscribed to him to this day and have no idea the content he makes is absolutely horrible. But didn't you wander from the door from the courtyard? Shouldn't that did be does? I'll just do what I'm normally doing, tiptoeing in my room. It's really weird. I think we're supposed to assume that this video happens directly after the 5,000 subscribers video. So he's literally come home after that event and thinks that and practically thinks that, you know, it's a dream and all that because parties go by so fast that it practically feels like a dream. Hi Mario for the 50 billionth time. Also, this is going to be another video where, yet again, Starman3's granted yet another power that he's going to forget eventually. How is he going to find out whatever the heck impossible it is? I'm pretty sure he'll want to just hear it so then you can understand what it even is before he starts dismissing you for rumors. Oh wait a minute, he's not going to do that because he's obsessed with you right now. Yeah, the party is over, but something impossible happened that doesn't have to relate to the party. So essentially this video is released after the 5 is Real, The Secret of the 4th Dimension video. Which funnily enough, the video title is actually in the related videos of this entire thing, so I don't even need to say anything. Just go and view it. This is the video where he starts expositionizing the 4th dimension, so the secrets of it are revealed. So, Starman3's video where he had to go to the Star World and all that, it's no longer needed because we've been revealed to the plot points of this whole place. So essentially he assumes you've already seen it. So that's just a warning. Go ahead and watch it. It's in the related videos anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So he's gonna go to the Star Road again, but yeah. And And even though he walked out the door, he somehow ended up right here. They're useless. Oh yes, aiming at the castle is gonna land you into the sky. This is an obvious attempt at humor. Yeah, cool. At least it's him failing. For once. Essentially, you can either buy the cannon or buy a wing cap, go through that portion of the sky near the water area to go to the Star Road. Essentially, when we record that, we're actually just flying to the invisible wall, but we usually cut it out. The only thing he'll actually properly cut in this series. Among other unimportant things. Oh yes, don't you realize the wall's there? Seriously, don't you know Super Mario 64 geometry? Oh wait, never mind, why should he? Remember his jump in anytime antics? Yeah, that's the exact same antics here. Yeah, this is the only cutting he happened. Oh yeah, by the way, if he dips down again, I'll show you it again, but... Okay, you couldn't really see it before. Oh, there's a flickering thing for you. If you couldn't see it before, there was a small pool of water below, where the bridge is. That's a glitch, a graphical glitch, due to the software vertex thingy. And Rice's video plugin, which is what he's using. So, yeah, just expect that to be a thing. We kind of refer to it as the flood. It fades when you're in closer proximity to it, so it's not like it's a massive issue. It's only when you're up above in the sky when nobody's really going to be noticing it anyway. You know, the simple thing to do would be to just get the DVD. Isn't that you get the multiply the dimension number by 4 or something? I'll correct myself in text. Like, you shift the dimensional number to 4, or like, you know, you say the number 4, and like, you know, you get the DVD. That would be the most simplest thing to do. Let's fly in circles! Wow, you can completely aim yourself, can't you? Well, apparently that counts as a game over, even though he didn't actually die, he just bounced off the wall. You saw it for a split second before he cut it. Wow, we can't cut a scene! Anyway, he bounced off the wall, and apparently that counts as a game over, even though he probably could have drowned himself or something. Or maybe, you know, no, seriously, drowning is the most simplest option. You have water at your disposal. There's an entire lake over there. What's ADMA? Well, it's some random acronym for something that's really arbitrary. But Starman3 came up with it. Essentially, you do some random as hell ROM switching and then try to get the color values to look like your color code, and ingrained inside the ROM will be your quote-unquote actual colors. Super Mario Star Road and Super Mario 64 color codes don't work in this game over arena area. I'm not sure why, because it's so arbitrary that you have to completely change it for the regular Star Road levels, but now you can't. It's a completely different value for the game over area. Such convenient programming, Skellux. So Adma involves some bunch of random ROM switching shenanigans that was really, really arbitrary to do for every single person. So, kind of kills me. We saw you bounce off the wall. Just drown yourself. And in the case of this whole ROM switching business, Mario didn't like doing that, so he wanted to find another option, which is a -20 trick. But the -20 trick and normal Super Mario 64 color codes don't work here. You have to use the supposed Adma trick, which is really, really extensive and really, it's really pointless for just one color code. So in the case of most of us, we just don't like filming here. So until somebody finds out what the color code values are supposed to be here, avoid this area at all costs if you're going to be filming in SM64 or Star Road in general. This hack is really bad for this kind of thing. Not only are the camera angles bad and the graphics have to be altered, but like even color codes are so random and so completely stupid. You wonder why we even bother. It's only because Star Road is so popular. Look at how bad his graphics are. It is grey. I don't know why he's saying that the color code should look grey, because it's already grey. You can see it on the shoes. It is already grey. You can tell it's an altered color code. This looks slightly darker. This looks slightly more custody, and this is more darker. See, look at the shoes. Why is he saying that they don't look like they're grey? They are grey. Yes, I'm in Star Road Recolored. Because that's literally all what the fourth dimension even is. Yay, he turned the dimension switch on. That still sounds so stupid. Wow, the black fold is so bad it even hates the trees. Well, I don't think it's that much of a step up. He said you've seen my video. In that same video, there's a download link to the texture pack. Yeah, exactly. Especially since everyone's now got access to the texture pack. Everyone got that privilege. Thank you, the one person to point that out. Also, notice the blue. Yeah, that's the water underneath the... It's because of the lake around the surrounding the castle right now. That's why it's all blue and weird. Mask fades! They're the best thing ever. Everything has to be referenced for reasons beyond comprehension. As they always do. Yes, this was around the time New Super Mario Bros. 2 released, and guess what? We were gonna make the jokes again. I sense it, for I have a psychic link to every other character in this series. And I'm obligatorily supposed to do it. Yes, didn't you tell me about that? Yeah, it wasn't obvious that this is a continuation of that. Maybe he wants to talk to you about something else? Mario gave him the gift to completely go to other dimensions. Even though the others haven't done that, like, at all, aside from go to the Star Road maybe once. But that was because they were supposed to be there, because a subscriber's video always involves the other people just being there anyway. I forgot we enabled the Switch. I mean, why are they surprised? Other people were getting the texture pack at exactly the same time if they wanted to, you know, dabble into the whole thing. I did the same thing, and I had to completely change, like, several areas in order to make it fit within my own canon. But that was long after Starman3 had already made a continuation to this, way after this video, which I'm not going to mention here. So, you guys have no reason to exist? Essentially, they're saying that Starman3 can come here and make whatever bloopers he wants here, but he's not going to do it properly at all for a period of, and especially not at all because nobody really cared, which is actually kind of depressing. No, duh, we're going to finish this conversation right now. You're only here for the 5 obligatory lines you guys are supposed to say, and then, you know, move on to the next people who have the exact same thing. Starman3 is the only character who's going to get the most amount of lines in this series at all. And screen time too. So, yay, we can now make videos here, but we're not going to do that because why should we? They were so done with the conversation, they're not even in the room anymore. What? I called you here and I heard he gave you the ability to... Yeah, that's probably why you called him, so why do you even need to say that? I have called you here. If he's saying that, then he should be aware that Mario would have given him the ability anyway. Seriously, aren't they supposed to be psychically linked for the right reasons? We said that before. We're supposed to be doing random blooper videos now here on out. Or maybe different movies here that don't... Areas aren't confined to one movie. Have you seen all the Super Mario 64 movies people have made? Areas aren't just confined to one specific movie. If places debut in videos, sure, but that's not supposed to be the only thing that makes them up. You're the same as Starman3. Okay, really, it's not, you know, he just... he's going to be slightly different. it doesn't matter for him. It's the fourth wall no matter what it is. Actually, it will, because we're talking about a video, an invisible video wall. Oh, so new, right? Remember when I said that characters would be the exact same character is going to be similar to another one? Couldn't you have just assumed that he would have another YouTube Rangers clone too? Wow, this is so revolutionary. It's like we're learning about him, sir. Oh wait, never mind. Of course, because you're obsessed with him. But of course, even though you're obsessed with him, you're even more so obsessed with yourself, so you can't exactly have him as the leader. Wow, this is so revolutionary, guys. We have to explain that he's also got elemental stars too, and the elemental stars also allow him to travel across dimensions. I can't, even though I have these very convenient stars, I still don't have the one that allows me to just go to the others whenever I want. But aren't they for you? Do you just have some radius that everyone just hugs you and you all transport yourselves? How do you know that? Wait, why am I even asking? Actually, that's kind of sad because he's talking to himself, so actually he does know, and that's not a plot hole, that's actually part of the whole thing. So shouldn't he be aware already about this? Like the Starman3 from our world? So revolutionary. Wow, so revolutionary. Shouldn't you be aware of this already? You guys are like psychically linked in your own heads because you're the same person, so why are you even surprised? I mean, I get why he was confused as to why he wanted to talk about something before, because he wouldn't have understood what his own self wanted to tell him about if it was something so specific. I mean, it's very specific that they would have the same knowledge, therefore, but he wouldn't know what his other self would want to talk about specifically. That's why I wouldn't have really said anything before. However, learning about his own group, having a counterpart as another group, that's part of the knowledge thing. Shouldn't you be aware of it? As if that wasn't obvious. Not Quarrier. Mario. Or Quarrier. Also, yeah, you're gonna see the Quarrier have two R's for some reason. Way to spell. Shouldn't he know already? So, why is this a discovery? Also, you're gonna find out that they're not alone in the whole room, and that 5 other people are listening to this as well. Great! Weren't we already told that in Into the Fourth Dimension, which you'd like to link to all the time? So everyone was just eavesdropping in this room, waiting to say their lines. Guess what? They were sitting around the whole time. Why are you saying let's go check it out? They're literally standing right where you are. Watch this. That's literally right of where Starman3 is right now. Yes, Starman3, not Starman4. That's left of Starman3. This is slightly to the right of Starman4 and slightly to the left of Starman3. You saw it in the background. Foreignese is quote-unquote Japanese, which is kind of sad considering that other languages would also, which have an ease, also translate to foreignese, so yeah. Depressing. Kind of Shy Guy King, he quotes in a thing. Also, this is behind Starman4. Sadly enough, I'm the only one to even care about this color code properly. Because all these color codes are never seen again. Yeah, they never appear except maybe like once in the future, and that's only for some of them. I'm this person's counterpart, blah blah. This is slightly next to these guys, and slightly to the left and behind of Starman4. See what I mean? They're all in the same room. Why didn't they say anything when they were talking to each other? Also, yes, Dreth was important at this time. Almost everyone's in 40R, except the world. This is slightly to the right of Starman3. Also, I have no idea which one's color code was specifically this, but I'm pretty sure it meant something. Also, as to this user in general, either they were only an Exat user, or they were in the group for the shortest period of time ever, because again, he wasn't there when I came in there. Because Enzo's got the water thing, Enzo's got the fire thing, haha, opposites. We can't bother to do this with the Star World counterparts, because who cares? They're all the same color code anyway. I've reached my member quota for this video. No, I think they fainted because they cringed too hard. Didn't they say they were the counterparts of your members? Then why are you surprised? Let's go check it out, you said. Then 2 seconds later, duh, what did they say? Again, I bet they cringed. In quotes, because that hardly happens. Whoa, didn't everybody at that time? See y'all, have a good day, peace, and I'll see you in Super Mario Randomness 10, Runner 4707, and the annoying clock. Well, I guess I was right when I started, the running clock. You'll see it then. See y'all, have a good day, peace.